yesterday I had a mini meltdown because we talk about play and the importance of play. Now, I'm a huge advocate for play in the classroom, and play is a vital part of teaching social skills, emotional skills, problem-solving skills, everything. Everything you do in play teaches these children how to be better and smarter people. So the teachers were sitting there talking about, oh, we never have time to play because we have to finish this assignment and finish that assignment and blah, 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 blah. And I just looked at them and I said, my kids play at least twice a day before recess. And they were like, how do you find time for that? And I said, you know that time in the morning when they come in between 8:30 and 9 before the day starts, and you all have these little things set out on the table that they must do before? Yeah, I give my kids things to do. You can play with Play-Doh. You can draw at the craft table. You can play with the dinosaurs. You can play with the cars. You can do puzzles. You can use the blocks. Go ahead and make a choice. Now I've given them choices and agency, but I've also allowed them to play. And every week I change out the things so that the activities are relevant to what we're learning in the classroom, but they still get to make choice. They have time to play. I said, and then after they're finished with lunch, because some of them eat in like 5 minutes, that gives them another 25 minutes of waiting around to go to recess. They can get up and choose a book. They can do whatever they want to do at these little stations in the classroom, but they have another 20 minutes to play every day. So my kids are getting at least an hour of play a day. And then on Friday, I give them from 12:30 to 1:15 to play. Oh my gosh, I was told we have to do blah, 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 blah. And I said, who told you that? Because I've been in the same meetings you've been in. Nobody told me I had to set out things on the table and make it structured every single morning. That's just something you all showed me to do. Oh, well, somebody told me a long time ago. I said, but did they talk about play and agency back then? She's like, no. And I said, so make a choice. Are you going to continue to drag the stuff from the past forward, or are you going to make a change in your own space with your own kids and see how it goes forward? Because my kids are much more productive now that they have that time to get the extra energy out. They're also better problem solvers. We're working on feelings and expressing ourselves through words and not actions. And so now if somebody crashes the car into the dinosaur or the dinosaur pounces on someone's head, they can say in English, stop, I don't like it. Don't do that. But none of the other groups are doing the same thing. So my kids are now on the playground, stop, I don't like that. And the other kids are looking like, what? That hurts my feelings. Because they don't know how to process the emotions. They don't know how to verbalize them. And now then they're getting pushed down and kicked and stepped on and whatever. And my kids are learning it all through play.
Feelings thing is dumb.
No, it's not dumb.
Yeah, because how can you say, I'm physically causing you pain and hurting you, and you said stop, and oh, now I'm gonna go cry because I'm hurt because I've caused you more pain, and you hurt my ego?
Okay, they're 5. And at 5...
Oh, stop. I'm going to stop you right there because it's not a 5-year-old problem in this culture.
No.
Because I've seen 16 and 15
Yeah.
and 14-year-olds and 12-year-olds also do that.
Yes.
So don't try to put it off on 5-year-olds.
You're right. Well, and on this week we had a situation where a student called a teacher old and ugly. And she told him, that hurts my feelings. Please don't say things like that, because when you say things like that, it hurts my heart. And I looked at her and I said, you just gave that child so much ammunition, so much power over you. I cannot even comprehend this. And she's like, what would you have done? And I said, I would have firmly said, You are not allowed to speak like that in this environment. You cannot talk to me in that way. I am an adult. You cannot speak to me like that. I would have been very firm, and they would know that it is not appropriate and to never try it again. And the principal says, oh, but they should know how you feel. I said, I feel like it's inappropriate, and he should not do that in my presence.
Yeah, because it can't be in an educational situation, and it shouldn't be in life, that you behave a certain way only because of the feelings that the other person is going to experience. It should not be just because of the feelings. There is morals, there are ethics, there are I don't do this because it's wrong to do.
Right, there are boundaries.
But see, they're not putting any of those
No.
things in this. They're just saying it's my feelings, which is then why you get people who lie to other people because they don't want to hurt their feelings,
Yep.
as opposed to telling them the truth and let their feelings be hurt. If their feelings are going to be hurt, you can't control how the other person is going to feel about what you're doing, but you're being honest. Honesty is not the key goal. And see,
Right.
that to me is one of the huge problems in Mexico, is everybody is walking around basically in they're at one pole or the other.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything that hurts your feelings, or I'm going to fucking kill you and hide your body. How do you live that way? Why do you live that
Yep.
way? Are you
Well,
done yet?
no. So, back to Aaron's hurting
I
of
start
the
getting
feeling
like
thing.
Menelac, and I'm gonna be like, has it been an hour yet?
Shut it.
I
So,
did not get a back at the theater this week. Niggas, I'm looking right at you.
use the word.
They know who I'm talking to.
But back to Aaron's thing about you don't understand them getting upset because someone says you hurt me. If you never tell a child, stop, I don't like that, how are they ever going to know? So we had a situation where a little girl was looking over the second floor on the balcony outside of my classroom, and her friend pushed her thinking she was being funny. And the girl that was pushed turned around and said, stop, I don't like that. It scared me. And the other little girl got sad and started to cry. And I said, why are you sad? And she said, because that hurt my feelings. I didn't like that. She said it in front of everyone, and she scared me when she said it, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
and I said, okay.
she was scared when you pushed her.
Right. That's what I said. She was scared, and she did the right thing to tell you. If she's your friend, it's her job to tell you when she doesn't like someone.
Why would you try to push her over the...
She wasn't trying to push her over because they couldn't go over. But I said, if she's your friend,
I'm trying to kill her.
she should tell you what she likes and what she doesn't like. She should tell you to stop if she doesn't like something. You have the right to be sad because you scared her and because you didn't like that she yelled at you.
And
But
her life flashed before her eyes.
I know.
But
And it was very short.
if you're her friend, you'll listen to her words and you won't do it again. I said, are you her friend? She said, yes. And I said, fine. Then don't do it again. She told you she doesn't like it.
You ever notice that friend doesn't... That's a thing I would... After last night and talking... There are so many things that people take for granted in language.
Yeah.
Friend is one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but this idea that everybody in your class is your friend is fucking bullshit.
Oh,
They're
I don't
not
use
your
that.
friend. They are,
I don't
no,
use
but
that.
they do in Mexico.
They do
And
in Mexico.
And they act like everybody is supposed to be your friend. And I'm
Mhm.
sorry, but I would say 2/3 of the people in your class don't like you. Get over it.
Like
We-
If you don't know that, you might as well go ahead and just chew it up and swallow it and keep it forever, because that's not going to change.
Nope. We had a little boy who was crying his eyes out because another one said, I don't want to be your friend. And I said, okay. And he said, what do you mean, okay? I said, why are you crying that he doesn't want to be your friend? Because I want to be his friend. I said, but why doesn't he want to be your friend? So I asked the other boy, why don't you want to be his friend? And he said, because he hits me, and he pushes me, and he's mean to me. I don't want to be his friend. I said, those are good reasons. You can go back and sit down. And the other boy and he said, what do you mean those are good reasons? And I said, I wouldn't want to be your friend if you hurt me and hit me and were mean to me. I don't want friends like that. Those aren't my friends. Those are my enemies. And he couldn't even process. He's like, wait, what? And I said, if you want to be a friend, you should ask, what do I need to do to be your friend? So he goes, asked the boy, and he said, stop hitting me. When I say I don't want you to share my toy, don't take it away from me anyway.
Better go ask Woody.
Don't push me down. I don't like it. So, play is important, folks. This is how they're learning all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And the reason why these kids aren't learning these things outside of my classroom is because they aren't allowed to play. They aren't being taught to communicate in an open, honest, and respectful way without their fists.
Honest? Did someone say honest?
Yep.
Anything's possible if you believe.
I'm telling you, man, honest. The idea that people are able to be honest with their peers is one of the things that across different countries people have such a hard time with. They don't want to do that because they think, like in China, all you heard was, oh, it's just a white lie. And that makes it good for some reason.
Right. It's okay because it's just a little white lie. He has cancer and he's going to die, but we won't tell him.
But it's just even the interpersonal things among friends, how they lie to each other. It's like, or saving face, or all of it. I'm sorry, but that's where the problem comes in, and it does not make a society stronger. It does make you weaker, and it does make you unable to deal with each other in an effective manner.
Yeah.
The fact that you can't just have an honest dialogue between people.
Well, I think it's funny that you say this because they've started this thing where they call them restorative circles. And it's supposed to be this time when the kids can talk about their feelings and what's going on and whatever. But it's all supposed to be in Spanish. And I can't do mine in Spanish, so I haven't done very many of these things. But yesterday they were saying, oh, the restorative circles take so long. Mine took 55 minutes because every kid wanted to speak. And I was like, isn't that the point?
I know.
What?
We're supposed to allow every child to speak. No, I think we need to just do, 3 or 4 per circle. So it's just 10 minutes. And I was like, but how is that
helping?
It's not. You're allowing your favorite 3 or 4 each week to... What?
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's lip service. It's one of the things that's today getting under my skin more than anything.
Yeah.
Is paying lip service to an idea. The idea is a good idea. It should be done. Mm-hmm. But then in the execution, it's uncomfortable. I don't like it. It takes too long. And then all of a sudden,
I don't get through my lesson plan and blah, blah, blah.
But we did it, and we pay lip service to it.
Uh-huh.
It's like, no.
That's not how that works.
What? You took a big breath. I figured you were about to say something.
No, the thing though.
If you want to find the Traveling Farrs, you can find us at the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, anywhere that does podcasting. At the Traveling Farrs. If you like the Instagram or the Twitters, Traveling Farrs. If you like the email, travelingfars@gmail.com. And the blog space, where you can hear the audio version of this podcast only. The travelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry. There you go.
And if you're listening to the audio only, go to the YouTube so that you can see the funnies.
Yes, and then you can ring bells and
subscribe buttons
and
smack the like.
Smack it?
Sure, why not?
2020 style?
many different ways. I feel like
it's like
YouTube
everybody
is
has
very
said
violent against the.
but
white
everybody has said
bite its face.
a way of dealing with the like and the dislike. I love
Gerald.
yeah, Gerald Undun's if you didn't like this, hit the dislike button twice.
Yeah.
That is the best.
That is very
It took
funny.
me a long time to like realize like why would he say the 2 times? But do those things. Give us feedback.
That needs to be.
Let us know
Say that.
what
Okay.
you're thinking. Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.
Say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye to the people.
San Pellegrino.
You didn't even say goodbye
we
to
would
people last week.
We would appreciate being sponsored by San Pellegrinos. It's refreshing and healthy.
Peace.